So let's consider the first example under binomial distribution, that a machine produces 2% of defective on an average if 4 articles are chosen at random. Find the probability that it will be exactly 2 defective articles. So a machine produces 2% of defective on an average. Let's take P is 2%, okay, that is 2%, or you can take 0.02. Now what is Q? Remaining value, that is 1 minus 0.02, that is 0.98 or 98%, okay. Then what is the value here, N? If 4 articles are chosen at random, so N value is 4, okay. Then you should calculate the probability of, find the probability that there will be exactly 2 defective articles. So P of R is equal to 2. You will have to calculate it. So what is the formula under binomial probability distribution is P of R is equal to NCR P to the power of R Q to the power of N minus R. So you can take 4C2 because N is 4, R is 2, then into P value is 0.02 to the power of R is exactly 2, isn't it? That's why we will have to take 2 here. Out of how many defective items you have? 4, okay. To the power of R value is 2 into 0.98, so 4 minus 2. So see, we will have to apply the combination formula for this. What is the combination formula? N factorial by N minus R factorial into R factorial. So you will have to take 4 factorial by 4 minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial. You will have to solve this value separately, okay. So from that I am going to take 4C2. So value of this is 6, okay. Value of this is 6. So I am going to take 4C2 is 6, then 0.02 to the power of 2 is 0.00004 into 0.98 to the power of 2 is 0.9604. So therefore P of R is equal to 2 is 0.0023 or 0.023%. So like this you will have to calculate here, okay. So similarly you can consider the next question here. So the overall percentage of failure in examination is 60. The probability 60, find the probability that out of a group of 6 candidates, you will have to calculate the probability at least 2 pass the exam. Then second one is probability of that at least 5 pass the exam, and also you will have to calculate the mean and variance value. So variance is nothing but sigma square, okay. So now we will have to identify the P, Q, R and N values. So what is P here? It is observed that, okay, the overall percentage of failure in an examination is 0.6. So the probability of happening of an event here is fail, okay, that is P. So you will have to take P is equal to 0.6. Then what is the Q? 1 minus P, that is 1 minus 0.6, 0.4, okay. Then what is how many candidates you have in that group is 6, isn't it? Hence N value is 6. So if you consider N is 6, then you will have to start this from 0, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Like this you have possibilities here. Okay, P of 0, that is P of R is equal to 0, P of R is equal to 1, P of R is equal to 2, R is equal to 3, like that 4, 5 and 6 you have. Now what is the condition here? At least 2 pass the exam. At least 2 means here you will have to take 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is there, isn't it? So at least 2 means either it might be 2 or more than 2. Okay. So for that you should take the value at least 2 pass the exam means P of R either it should be equal or more than 2. Okay, at least means you will have to show it in the symbol. P of R is more than or equal to 2. Okay, then how many possibilities you have? If you consider it is equal to 2 means it might be 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Okay, so for that you will have to take P of 2 plus P of 3 plus P of 4 plus P of 5 plus P of 6. Okay, so in the previous question we have done with only one value, isn't it? Like that we will have to calculate separately for P of 2, P of 3, P of 4, P of 5 and P of 6. So formula, you will have to apply that binomial probability distribution formula for each part here. Okay, that is, so for the first one, so what is the formula for that binomial probability distribution here is P of R is equal to NCR P to the power of R Q to the power of N minus R, isn't it? So you will have to take this formula separately for P of 2, P of 3, P of 4, P of 5 and P of 6. Now you can take P of 2. How you are going to take that value here is, so 6C2, so P value is 0.6 to the power of R is here, for R is 2 into 0.4 to the power of N minus R. N here is 6, then 6 minus 2. Okay, this is for the P of 2 plus, similarly you will have to take for P of 3, that is 6C3 0.6 to the power of 3 into 0.4 to the power of 6 minus 3 plus, okay, this is for P of 3. Similarly we will have to take for P of 4, P of 5 and P of 6, that is 6C5, for 4 it is 6C4 0.6 to the power of 4, 0.4 to the power of 6 minus 4, okay, plus take P of 5, that is 6C5 0.6 to the power of 5 into 0.4 to the power of 6 minus 5 plus, for P of 6 you can take 6C6 0.6 to the power of 6 into 0.4 to the power of 6 minus 6. Now we will have to simplify each value separately like previous one. Okay, you will have to apply the combination formula for C6 then take that value into 0.6 to the power of 2 into 0.2 to the power of 4. 6 minus 2 is 4, that's why 0.4 to the power of 4. Like that you will have to take for this and this, for this also, and lastly for this you will have to add all the values. If you want you can calculate separately, then add the values at the end, or else you can go with the single line like this. So for the first one, you should get 15 into 0.36 into 0.0256 plus this is for P of 2. Okay, then P of 3 is 20 into 0.216 into 0.064. Okay, this is for P of 3. Then P of 4 is 15 into 0.1296 into 0.16 plus next value is P of 2, P of 3, P of 4, P of 5. Okay, 6 into 0.0777 into 0.4. Then for the last one, that is P of 6 is 1 into 0.6 plus 0.16. Okay, so if you simplify this one, you should get 0.1382 plus 0.2764 plus 0.3110 plus 0.1864 plus 0.046, that is 0.9586 or 95.86%. Okay, so here I have taken for at least 2 pass the exam means I have taken like this. For P of R is, it should be greater than or equal to 2. For that I have taken P of 2 plus P of 3 plus P of 4 plus P of 5 plus P of 6. Or you can take shortcut method for this. See, if you want to calculate at least 2, then it should be 1 minus opposite to this. Okay, that is P of R is greater than or equal to 2 is equal to 1 minus, it could be R is less than 2. You will have to take 1 minus P of R less than 2. Okay, that is equal to P of R greater than or equal to 2. So in this case, take 1 minus of P of, see, R is less than 2 means you don't need to take so here I have considered P of R is less than 2 means you don't need to consider this 2 as well. Take P of 0 and P of 1. Okay. So P of 0 plus P of 1. So you will have to calculate this answer separately. So for that you can take 1 minus of, for P of 0 it is 6C 0, 0.6 to the power of 0, 0.4 to the power of 6, for 1 it is 6C1, 0.6 to the power of 1 into 0.4 to the power of 5. Then 1 minus of 1 into 0.004096 plus, for this you should get 6 into 0.6 into 0.0102. Okay, like this you will have to take. Then 1 minus 0.004096 plus 0.0368. Okay, then 1 minus 0.04096, so you will have to get 0.959 or 95.9. Okay, here you can see here, either you can follow this method, you will get the same answer, that is 95.9%, or you will have to consider this equation. Okay, when you consider this one, you will have to do with all these things. Instead of going like this, you can follow the shortcut method. Okay, that is P of R is greater than or equal to 2 is 1 minus P of R is less than 2. Okay, then you can get that same value within 2 steps here. You will have to get the same answer, that is 95.86. So approximately equal to 9. Okay, 95.9%. So like this you will have to calculate for the first part. So now what is the question here for the second one? At least second part. Okay. At least 5 pass the exam. So at least 5 pass the exam means it could be less than or equal to 5. So how many values you have from 0 to 6? You have P of 5. If it is greater than or equal to 5 means it should be P of 5 and P of 6. Okay, apply the formula, binomial distribution formula, that is 6C5 0.6 to the power of 5 0.4 to the power of 1 plus 6C6 0.6 to the power of 6 0.4 to the power of 0. So here 6 into 0.0777 into 0.4 plus 1 into 0.0466 into 1. So 0.1864 R so 0.1864 plus 0.0466, you should get the value is equal to 0.233 or 23.3%. Okay, like this you will have to calculate the values. So from this we have obtained at least 2 pass the exam and at least 5 pass the exam. Here we will also calculate the value of mean and variance. Okay, so here you have a simple formula for that. So in order to calculate mean, you will have to take n into p. So from this formula, from this question, we have n value is equal to 6 into, take p value, that is 0.6. So 6 into 0.6 is 3.6. So then you will have to calculate the variance as well, that is sigma square is equal to n into p into q. So n is 6 into p is 0.6 into q is 0.4. So the answer will be 1.44. So from this question, value of mean is 3.6 and the value of variance, that is standard deviation square, is 1.44.